Have you ever set your heart on moving to the North Carolina area, more specifically in Cary, North Carolina, only to think about the pricing? You've been researching on Zillow, on Realtor.com, and you're like, oh my goodness, this is super expensive. I'm not really sure if I can afford Cary. Now, you're not the only one that is asking these questions and is just like kind of debating whether or not you can come here, if you should take a job here, should you go to Texas, should you go to other states. Well, in this video, I am going to tell you exactly why is Cary such a hot place and what's happening with the real estate market. So stay with me. And welcome back. My name is Yoana. I am a real estate broker with the Prosperous agency. I've been serving the Greater Triangle area since 2011 when me and my family relocated here from Los Angeles, California, out of all places. So we are definitely very aware of what's been happening in Cary, what's happening with the prices. We can compare the market in California. We were actually in Valencia. First we started West Hollywood, then we moved to the Valley, and then we moved up in Valencia. So we can totally understand where people are coming from. But until we got here, we weren't really sure, right, of the feel of the place, of what's happening. And so since 2011, a lot of things have shifted, they've changed. So I'm here to tell you just a little bit. I have really good notes on why is Cary such a coveted destination and what is actually happening with those real estate prices. Can you afford to actually move here? So the prestigious Cary, North Carolina. All right, so did you know that the housing expenses here in Cary are 32% higher than the national average? Yes, absolutely. So it's totally understandable if you're not sure whether or not you want to move here. But listen, you're looking at the utilities or gas or anything else, and it's not as expensive. So you're kind of like, well, you're going in between. Which way should I go? Should I go to Cary and be 2 hours away from the beach and have all of these great amenities for the kids or for my spouse or for my girlfriend? By the way, I don't know if you know this. This is just a fun fact. Did you know that Cary and the Raleigh, North Carolina area generally has one of the highest amounts of modernist homes? I didn't know that when I moved here, and I was so surprised, so pleasantly surprised. And also another thing, did you know, and I will make a video about that Cary and the Raleigh area has a lot of options when it comes to vegan foods, vegan restaurants, and also vegetarian restaurants, and the coffee shops, I'm gonna make a video about that as well, are to die for. Like, if you're into coffee, moving to Cary, I'm going to tell you exactly my top 10. So stay with me, watch for the next video next week, because I'm going to cover the whole, like, what are the top coffee shops in the Cary and surrounding areas. They're to die for. So definitely worth waiting for the next video and checking it out. All right, so let's go back to the prices. Okay, what is happening with the pricing? Now, 32% higher than the national average is what we're looking at, and that is just the reality. All right, so why are the prices where they are? Who's coming here? Why are they coming here? And who's driving these prices so high? Well, there's a lot of jobs and there's a lot of opportunities in tech and in biotech and many other jobs, university jobs, school jobs, and all of that. So because of that, your competition, if you're coming here and if you're not in tech and biotech and you don't have a very high paying job, that's what your competition is going to be. So that is just the reality of moving to Cary, North Carolina. So let's just see some of the companies, like huge tech companies: SAS Institute, Deutsche Bank, American Airlines, Lord Corp, Verizon, John Deere, Kellogg's, Siemens. These are just a few that have found their home here in the Cary area. And if you want to go a little bit outside of this area to the Raleigh Triangle area park, you'll find some tech giants, right? So I'm looking at IBM, Red Hat, Epic Games, Cisco Systems, Lenovo, and Fidelity. I mean, the influx is just unbelievable, right? So also, of course, Barbara Corcoran, the shark lady, had mentioned several times how Raleigh is such a great area to invest in.
If I had to name one place, I'd say Raleigh. Surprisingly, the average sale price, I might be off by a few dollars, is around 340-ish. You get great value there, and it's also one of the top 3 hottest cities to find real estate. So it's the most competitive, but the values are still undervalued. And so many young families are moving in. It's an educated population, probably the best value right now in America, even though you're going to have to compete to find a house there.
So all of the suburbs are like, woo, they're booming because she said it's a great area. So absolutely amazing, especially compared to California or to New York or Miami or any of these areas where 500K is not gonna get you much, okay? So the beauty and culture of Cary, let's touch that before I actually go into the pricing, okay? So Cary is one of those areas that you come to and you're like, wait, what is happening here? I mean, we have 70-mile greenway systems here. We have about 30 public parks, and we have about 5 golf courses just here and about 39 others surrounding the area. So this is just to sum it up for you, okay? Now, I will go a little bit into the details because when I say parks, for example, as a mom, when I came here, I was like, wait, this is a park that has beautiful restrooms, clean, it has an area for yoga, it has this covered area that I can actually rent for a birthday party. Some of them have pickleball courts, which pickleball right now here is huge, right? They have soccer fields, some of them have tennis courts, volleyball courts with beautiful sand. It is amazing. They have these slides that are gorgeous, and I'm just talking about the parks, right? Now let's say you don't have kids and you want to come here and you might find the downtown Cary like, you know, whatever, it's just a small like 3 or 4 streets that you can walk. But listen, there are so many events that are happening that you're just not gonna get bored. And so downtown Cary also is expanding, like maybe some of you know, and by the way, I do have a video on Cary on like pros and cons on coming here, so definitely check that video out. And I'm talking a lot just generally throughout my channel about moving to Cary and how that downtown is going to be so amazing. It's actually almost finished, almost ready. So we're gonna spend Christmas there. I mean, the slides and the like, you can take your dog for a walk and you can just have a cocktail in the parks. It's just crazy beautiful and just very well thought of, right? So all of the developments that are happening here are absolutely gorgeous, okay? So the golf courses, Lochmere, Preston, just a few are amazing. The lakes, Lake Bond is my favorite. I like going around Lake Bond and just having a 1 hour for myself during the day. It's 5 minutes away from my house. Also, there's a bunch of, sorry, someone's calling me. There's a bunch of other beautiful lakes that are very close, because remember, or if you don't know from my previous videos, there's a lot, Cary, Apex, Morrisville, they're so connected, they're so close to each other that oftentimes you're like, oh wait, I'm in Morrisville, oh wait, I'm in Apex. So if you wanted to go to Costco, for example, right, just shopping, and you live in West Cary, where I am, you can be at a park which I absolutely love, which has a 2-mile hike around Lake Pine, and it's gorgeous, and it's less than 10 minutes drive for me, and I'm in Cary, right, but that has an Apex address. So many parks and hikes and nature and clean and great traffic, great patterns. I mean, am I crazy about the drivers here? I can talk to you about that in a different video, but overall I can say that yes, I absolutely love all of the features that Cary has. Alright, so the surprising real estate prices is something that you've been probably waiting for, and so let's get into the stats. In the past 90 days, the median sold price stood at $594,500, with the average reaching a whooping $687,275. So almost $688,000. That's a big gap between the median sold price and the average. So I just took everything in consideration, townhomes and homes. Now, if you're thinking of relocating and you don't want anything that's old, but you are dreaming about a brand new home, if you want a detached home right now in Cary, brand new, you're going to get one of the most exquisite homes, the kitchens, the playroom, maybe a basement, a nice yard in top Cary location. But the average price in the last months was around 1 million. So over 1 million, actually 1,111,000. And there's a little bit more after that. So 885 would be the last 3 digits. So that is definitely something high for a brand new home. I mean, we're talking fairly big homes, and again, outstanding. But if you can't afford that, how about townhomes that are brand new? The new townhome is going to get you, you're going to be able to get around 597,000, brand new townhome. Now, you know, when you see online starting at, could there be something else? I mean, I'm just talking about what's sold on an average in the last couple of months. So, you know, 90 days to 6 months. So that is the average, right? Can you maybe get something else? Like they're still building? Absolutely yes. 400s, high 400s, but literally when you see online, you know, for starting at, that could mean that you're gonna maybe get the basic ones, and if you want an end unit or maybe you want a garage, the pricing is increasing and increasing and increasing. And so you need to be aware of the fact that with brand new homes, with builders and all of that, you need to call an agent that represents you to know exactly what you're looking at, because everyone that you call online represents the builder. That's another conversation, okay? So if you don't want anything new and you're okay with an older townhome, the price will drop, okay? So you can actually get something under 500. So 495 or so is the number, the average sold price for the last months here. So can you go for an older home? Can you buy an older home at 850 or 900, 865? 875? Absolutely you can. You can buy an older home at 500, at 600, right, in a great location in Cary. There's a variety of homes. Now the inventory is very low, but overall you will be able to buy a home in most price points, but I'm just giving you the stats for the last 90 days to maximum 6 months for the Cary area itself. So if you're saying, you know what, Yoana, no, this is way too much, I can't afford that. You do have other areas, other suburbs such as Garner, you do have Clayton, you do have Knightdale, you have Roseville. You can try to go to Wake Forest, which is about 40 minutes up north or so. There's also, like, of course, Raleigh. Raleigh is diverse from a perspective of price points, so you can maybe find something else there. But you do have options, and right now a lot of builders have incentives. They do have either a lower interest rate, or they will give you an incentive in the closing costs to buy your rate down, or just use the money if you're using their lender and if you're using their attorney. So there's definitely a lot happening, and I would like you to definitely keep an eye out and not just say, oh my god, no, that's so expensive, because there are options, and we sell all over the Greater Triangle area, and I would be more than happy to educate you on what else you can get for way cheaper. Okay, so that is it. My video, I think, has come to an end. I think it's a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, but if you are thinking about coming to the area and if you want more information, please subscribe and click the bell button for notifications. We do post a new video every single Wednesday. We post some shorts as well. We do have some house tours. So if you're interested in knowing more about relocating to the Raleigh, North Carolina area, to Cary, to any of the suburbs, I would be more than happy to help out. Thank you so much for watching, and cheers till the next video.